the Velvo Prone LG1. Let's check it out.
So you remember a few months back with the test of the Woburn T1, I said I wish we had load shedding so that I could show you the proper effects of that light. I just want to apologize for that, people, because nowadays we've got bad load shedding. But as luck holds it, no load shedding at the moment. I'm in the rugby field again with the Velvo, and I'm going to do some comparison shots with the Olight Boulder Mini. So first I'm going to show you the Olight, and that's 600 lumens. And now I've got the Prone with 800 lumens. I'm gonna do a shot with a laser only. That is your boulder, shining it against my car over there about 130 meters or so from me. And now it's time for the Prone. Clearly the Prone has a stronger laser. That's them next to one another. The one on the left is the Prone and the one on the right is the boulder. So I'm just gonna do a light comparison next to one another. On the left there you had the boulder, and on the right you had the Prone. So clearly the Prone with 800 lumens, obviously more output, you're gonna have better light. The Boulder Mini with only 600 lumens, but the Boulder Mini's got more candela, so it's got a bigger hotspot, or sorry, a brighter hotspot, and your Prone has the bigger hotspot, more lumens, less throw. So back to my face.
How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. First review for 2023. So you've all seen this, or seen me open this little light on a mail time way back last year, about 4 or 5 months ago. Life's been keeping me busy, work has been keeping me busy, so yeah, let's dive into this one now. So apologies for taking so long. Like I said, I've been very busy, and yeah, I'm finally getting some time to chat to you guys about this. So firearm is empty and safe, and let me remove this light quickly off the firearm. So Torch SA decided they want to compete a bit in the flashlight market, so they've got a few lights already under their name or under their brand, which is Velvo, which they've been selling now for a while. They've got a lantern, they've got some handheld lasers, like laser pointers, and they're starting now with weapon mount lights. So first released was the Prone. So you get this in a light only, and you get it in the light and laser combo, which this is. That's what the LG1 is standing for. So it's LG1 is for green laser, and you get it with the LR, which is red laser. And then obviously the Prone, which is light only, which will basically look something like that. Firstly, let's talk about dimensions. So it's about 52 or 53 millimeters long. It's about 23 millimeters wide, and you got about 40 millimeters high. I'm going to compare it a bit with the Olight Boulder Mini because, in my opinion, they compete with one another, both white light and lasers. So yeah, that's that. All right, so as everybody know, Olight, they've got the magnetic charging, and the Prone has a Type-C. Let me just open this again. You've got the Type-C charging port at the back. All right, switches. So your Boulder switches on by pressing the switch in a downward manner, and the Prone switches on by pressing inward. There we go, inward. All right. The Boulder Mini has one mode. Well, except for light laser and light laser combo, but it's got one brightness level, if I can put it that way. The Prone has one brightness level, so it's got your light only, laser only, and it's got light laser combo. But if you switch it on and you press the switch again within half a second, you go to strobe. So switch it on, and within half a second you get strobe. So this is the only subcompact light which comes with a strobe function. Well, the only subcompact light I know of that comes with a strobe function. So, like I said, size-wise, it's about 40 millimeters, and if I can hold them next to one another as much as possible, you can see it's barely bigger. It's a few millimeters bigger than the Boulder. If I hold them next to one another in this manner, it's shorter, and it's about the same width. I think they would be about the same width because of the width of your firearm. Right, so what do you get in the package? You get obviously the light, you get a cable, and you get your Torx Allen key. Apologies, not a Torx driver. It's an Allen key, and you get some extra screws, and you get a whole lot of rail adapters. Now, the rail adapters is for different rail systems. I think it comes with something like 6 or 8 rail adapters. So I'm going to use Glock as a reference. Glock's rail sizes are different than your 1913, which the PO7 has, and for that that's why you get different rail adapters. So with the different rail adapters, you can, like I put mine on which has it closest to your trigger guard. Obviously I can put it on the front part of the rail as well. I can't put it back far enough for the back one. But with the different rail adapters, let's say where I use the middle rail adapter, or the middle part of the rail, you can put a different adapter on which moves it slightly forward. That's what that's for. Or slightly backwards. I've got the one that moves it slightly forward because of the longer fingers. So, right, so while it's on the pistol, I can show you quite easily. It's right there for my trigger finger or for my thumb, my supporting hand thumb. One part which is better of the OLED, shall I say, is that while it's on the firearm, without changing adapters, you can, you can move it forwards or backwards as far as you need to suit, or as far as you need it to move. Right, so in the beam shots, I showed you guys the comparison between these two, and with laser only, or with the laser, my cat's already getting excited. You can see the difference between, let me just, there's the difference. The Velvo has a lot larger laser beam than the OLED, and it also shines further. So I'm not exactly sure how far the lasers go, but when I tested it, this I could see about 300 meters away, this not. Now this shines the light further, about 40 meters difference, or yeah, well, 40 meters claimed, 130 meters, 90 meters. This is more of a spread, more of a floodlight. This has about 2025 candela, 4200. So runtime, the OEM that, or the manufacturer, claims about up to 65 minutes on a Velvo. Here's my run test. So, as you can see, with the light and laser on, I got about 20 minutes, give or take a minute. OLED claim 39 minutes with the light only, but 29 minutes with light and laser. I'm not sure how much this one does with the light only. So I've got a feeling that up to 65 minutes is the laser only. The light only should give you around 25 to 30 minutes, if not more, because this laser is quite intense, so I can think it takes a lot of battery. And yeah, light and laser gives you about 20 minutes. So 29 minutes light laser, 20 minutes light laser, 10-minute difference. How long do you think you're gonna have a gunfight for? A few minutes, not even. Hopefully you don't. All right, so 600 lumens, 800 lumens. Higher output, higher candela. So what do you want? Do you want more of a hotspot? You want to see more in your backyard. Although this is quite the spread. This spreads more and it's got more output. Weight, 87 grams, 72 grams. So 15 gram difference. Now, the big question, holsters. Does this fit in the same holster as a boulder? No, it does not. So, and it's all due to that for the laser. The laser is not integrated, so the body is different and therefore it doesn't fit. But you guys remember this guy, the GM35. Daniels make holsters for the G35. I found that this fits this. Let me show you. Alright, so in it goes. It's in. There's no click, unfortunately. Remember, this holster isn't actually made for this light, so there's no click. But it sits. I need quite a hard check to get it out. So, I carry mine like this. I carry my Velvo weapon mount light in my Daniels holster. Now, what is the click I'm referring to? On goes the GM35. Now listen. That's the click. So it doesn't click, but it fits. So, buy yourself one like this, get yourself the holster, and then buy yourself one like this. Problem solved. 2 weapon mount lights, one with 2300 lumens, one with 800 lumens. Whichever you want to use, you use it in the same package. So the bigger manufacturers or holster manufacturers, they're not really interested in making a mold for this weapon mount light. Daniels has a light that they made a mold of, but you can send your light to a lot of the makers and they will make you the holster for the light. So you'll basically have a custom weapon mount light. So you'll basically have a custom holster for your weapon mount light, a one-off, should you. So send your light to Shinobi, speak to Eric and ask him, listen, I've got this light and I've got this weapon. If I send you the light, I'm pretty sure he'll help you. But unfortunately, I've spoken with Eric. Because he's alone, he runs his business alone. He does everything himself. He unfortunately doesn't have the time to make a mold for the light. I've spoken to Edge Custom Carry, the new owner there is very interested, but unfortunately not in making a mold. He would like to have a light. So should my light stop working, I'll send it to him and ask him, listen, keep this one, make holsters for it. Battle gear holsters, I've spoken with them. They will make you a holster, but you need to send them the light. I still want to speak with Sniper Gear and find out if they would like to make a mold for it, because they're a bit bigger company. Find out if they would like to make a mold for it, but I'll get to that in due time. Unfortunately, I don't have some action shots of how the light performs on the range. I will still get to that. That's a promise. I will get to the range with this light and put it through its paces. Hopefully with my pistol and the shotgun. So we'll see. We'll see what I can get a range there. Prices. Normally this goes for 3,500 Rand, if I remember correctly. 2,000 Rand. Although Torch SA currently does have specials running on Olight. They've got some stock they need to clear. This is now 2,800 Rand, but still 1,999 gets you this. Okay, let's talk about how well this light is built. So obviously it's made from aluminium to keep it light, no pun intended. So you'll see all these little marks on it. That's because this had to go through my endurance test. I'm saying endurance test, let's call it a mini torture test. So this spent the night in the freezer, and as you can see in my next shot, where I'll show you the time where I put it in the freezer and the time I take it out again. And then this had to go through some drop tests. Now I didn't drop it from 1 meter, I drop it from shoulder height, which is, if I should guess, around about 1.6, 1.7 meters, around about there. I'm about 1.9 meters tall, so dropping this from shoulder height, you do the math. I don't have a very long head, so yeah. Anyway, and this survived it. As you can see, here's my laser, there's my light and laser. Now with the light on, you can't really see the laser. Right, so how do you toggle between your modes? On the OLED, where is it? There. On the OLED, you've got this sliding switch. On this one, on the Velvo, you've got this little switch which you it doesn't really slide. I would say it toggles, so it just swivels. So it's got these funny markings. So that is on VIS is your laser only. On ILL, it's light, and in the middle on VIS ILL, it's your light and laser. Right, so time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good about this light, obviously the price, the size. I like the fact that it comes with a whole variety of rail mounts and adapters. 800 lumens. What's there not to like about 800 lumens out of a subcompact? It's got a strobe function. What's there not to like about a strobe function? Disorientate your attacker or the person breaking into your home, and well, problem solved. Type-C charger. If you lose your charger, you walk into any cell phone store. Hell, you can walk into a Checkers or a Pick n Pay. Any store, well, some convenience stores even sell it. You can get a Type-C charger. Where with this, if you lose your charger, you're screwed. Then you can toss your light or you need to buy another charger. You will always find a cable for this, which means you can charge it through your laptop. You can use your cell phone's charging block, which I do. I use my cell phone's charging block, and you charge it. What don't I like about this? I would have liked more candela. I would have liked more light intensity, but further distance. I would have liked if the laser was integrated. Now, I don't know if Olight has a trademark on an integrated laser, but maybe that's why they didn't do this. Maybe it's got to do with cost. Who knows? But I would have liked, if the laser was integrated, it would have meant the body of the flashlight was smaller. But that's not the end of the world. Last thing I would have liked different is the adjustment screws. So you've got one adjustment screw there and one adjustment screw there. So that's obviously up and down, left and right for your laser adjustment screws. That little screw there, I'm afraid that one might fall out at some time. Not sure. It hasn't happened to me in 5 months or 4 months. How long ever I had this light, it hasn't happened to me. I'm just afraid it might happen. And the runtime, I would have liked more runtime on this, but I'm not planning on being in a gunfight for 20 minutes or longer than 20 minutes. I'm not planning on being in a gunfight at all. But if it happens, I want it to be finished within a few seconds. Hopefully the asshole attacking me will run away when I start shooting. Anyway, so yeah. So what do I hate about it? Can't really say I do hate anything about this. But yeah, go have a look at Torch SA. They've got a sale on the Boulder Minis, on a whole range of Olight products. Seeing that Olight dropped you guys, but that's a whole other story for another time. Torch SA still stock Olight. They are not closing down. They are not Olight. Torch SA is not Olight. They're still stocking Olight. I doubt they will have the kind of prices Olight did. So go check out Torch SA. Amazing little light this. Great prices. Go check it out. The Prone without the laser is even cheaper. I think that's around 1,200 Rand or so. That's very cheap, very affordable. So go check it out. So guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I've got a few knives I need to speak about. Yeah, I need to speak to the knives because they keep on cutting me. So I've got a few knives I need to talk about. Next up, first, I need to do. There's a handmade knife from Mickey Gaucher that I got, so I think I'm gonna do that one next. And after that, I'm gonna talk about Johann Strauss again, the leather magician. I'm gonna talk about him again because I've got a new belt organizer from him. You guys saw that as well, very long time ago I got that. And then I want to take stuff like, or just talk about stuff like this. Yeah, I've got this one almost a year. I think I got it about in about April or so last year. I've carried it a few times. I've used it. Absolute beautiful piece from Jonathan Jacobs. I don't know if you will be able to see the blade. So the blade is forming a patina, but it's got this Larinox steel, which is a type of Damascus. So I want to talk about this. Not going to put it through a torture test or anything. I'm just going to talk about it. This thing is sharp as hell. I have sharpened it. But yeah, absolutely love this knife. But anyway, so I've got a lot of stuff that I need to talk about and do reviews on. So as time allows, I'll do that. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. Stay safe. Cheers.